Hey teachers. Well, as the title suggests, I have two super simple activities slash warm-ups slash games that will help you save time in the classroom. Although some competitive students may hate you, especially for the first game, but they're really fun and they're gonna teach them to accept the reality of life, which basically revolves around luck. Both of them include working with initials, so let's go. Our first activity is basically the game show America Says, but super simplified. Divide your class into two teams. Prepare a set of topics and write the names on the board. If you want it to be a revision activity, then pick topics you've already covered. If you just want to have fun, then go with any random topics. For the first round, you are going to choose a topic. Let's say we have this question. In my kitchen, there are, and you write the first letters of the answers. So we got D, S, C, P, and B. Now, students have, let's say, 40 seconds to work together to write their answers. If they're beginners, though, give them more time. After the 40 seconds are over, I reveal the rest of the letters, and if their answers happen to match the answers on the board, let them take a point for every answer that it matches. And just right here, things get heated a little bit because a student or two will be like, but teacher, pots are correct too. And they're right. That's why, right before we begin the game, I always give them a funny little lecture on how most of the things in life are based on some luck, and this game is just no different. Sorry to say this, but this is the part I like the most about this game, because they not only need to follow their guts somehow, but also they need to rack their brains and try to think of words that fit the description, like should I go with pans or pots or plates? I know some students might get upset over this, but for me, it's a win-win even if they lose the points. Anyway, after every round, the team with the most points gets to choose the topic for the next round. Another variation here is instead of all students working together, they can take turns answering individually. For example, instead of giving them 40 seconds to work together to write their answers for all the words, it'll be like a whole class activity. So one student from team A gives an answer. If it matches one of the right answers, another student from the same team gives another answer. Let's say it didn't match this time, then here a student from team B gets the answer. We keep going back and forth till we run out of time, and then the team with the most right answers wins the round. I usually go with 3 rounds, but you can definitely go with more. Remember, you can get super creative or perhaps evil with the questions, especially with intermediate and advanced learners. What I'm trying to say here is work around the questions to make them suitable for your lessons and for the level of your precious students. The second activity is also a popular game. I've seen people playing it on TikTok. You will prepare a set of cards with questions like these. A color that starts with letter B. A brand that starts with the letter A. A local dish that starts with letter F. A cartoon character that starts with S, and so on. However, you can make the questions related to your lesson. For example, a piece of furniture that starts with A. A name of fruit starts with letter M. A room in the house that starts with K. But how can we actually play in class? Well, I tried 2 ways with my students. The first way is like the previous game. I divide the students into 2 groups. Every group gets 40 seconds to answer as many cards as fast as they could. So I start with the first card. If they give me an answer, I move to the second card, and so on till the 40 seconds are over. Then I switch to the second team and do the exact thing. The team who answers the most number of cards wins. Unlike the first game, they can give you any answer. For instance, a cartoon character that starts with letter S can be any character with the initial S. The second way is perfect if you have a small class, like 15 to 20 students. Students take turns to come up, pick one card, and answer the question in 5 seconds only. If they get it in 5 seconds, they win. If not, they will probably laugh. That's pretty it. Don't forget to check out my new ready-to-use games playlist, where you can just hit play and save time preparing for games and warm-ups. The link is in the description. Thank you for joining me today.